Welcome back to Quiet Please. Kira here. And today we have a very special co-host. Mel is out this week because she's dealing with some family things and hopefully she'll be back soon. But filling Mel's very funny and British shoes is one Hally Leadbetter.
Did I do the whole pod in an accent, Kira, just to keep the theme going?
You know, you're actually uniquely qualified to do an accent because you're half British.
I am. Yeah, I know that was a really, important part when you were looking for someone that could, possibly bring anything that Mel could bring, that the accent was so key. So happy to bring the accent. Yes.
Oh, why, thank you. So if you just happen to find yourself going back and forth into that, that's why. But Hally is, of course, a friend of the pod, and we've had her on before. And when I reached out that we needed a guest co-host this week, Hally immediately said yes, as she does. She always shows up for her friends, so we really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I know. My pleasure. So honored to be here and sending our best to Mel. And yeah, Kira, I love your background, by the way. What beautiful wallpaper.
Thank you. I've been working so hard on my podcast background. Last time we had you on, I think I was on vacation in Lake Tahoe with my family. Mm-hmm. So it was, not the cutest background, but this is my at-home studio.
It's so pretty. The wallpaper, for some reason, is giving Augusta National Women's Amateur vibes. Like, I looked at it very briefly, and I was like, is that? And I'm like, okay, I just love it. It's so pretty.
I was so scared you were going to say it's giving Christmas trees because I think they look like they're daisies, but I think they look like little Christmas trees.
They actually... Yeah, they do a little bit as well, but that's fine. I will say this morning, flying from LAX to here, Kira, it's November 2nd, and Starbucks was blasting Christmas carols. And it was so funny because I was sitting eating a nice bowl of braised lamb from Cava at 9 a.m. as one does in the airport, because time doesn't exist in the airport. And it was funny because I was sat next to the Starbucks and I watched people walk by and then look at the Starbucks and then go, what? Already? Like, I saw multiple people do that, and it was so funny. But yeah, I'm just curious, what do you think is the appropriate time to start Christmas carols? Because I did an Instagram poll today. I'll share the results, but I'd love to hear your when do you start playing the tunes?
The tunes, I love the tunes.
Me too.
We're playing the tunes already. But I feel like the day after Halloween is maybe a bit too soon. I'm more of a closer to Thanksgiving. Like, Thanksgiving is really the reason for the season. I feel like right now is my cozy time. I can start pulling out my cozy pajamas.
Agree.
That sort of
Honestly,
like more fall vibes.
Yeah. I find it frankly disrespectful to Thanksgiving to start playing Christmas carols right now. I'm like, give it a minute. Like, Thanksgiving is a completely different holiday. Similar food served sometimes. Sometimes you're spending time with different people, but a completely different color palette. It's not.
It's beige.
It's cornucopia. It's squash. It's
it's giving foliage.
Yeah, it's foliage. It's not snow. It's foliage and pumpkins. And I just think, I think Starbucks really missed the mark starting it today. But 46% of people said after Thanksgiving is the appropriate time. 22% said mid-November, and 26% said right now. So
there's a strong contingency. Yeah. They are a small but mighty group that
yes.
Have you ever seen the girl on TikTok or Instagram that does the Utah mom videos?
Wait, the girl that yes, I saw one literally today. She had a nutcracker that she threw on the porch.
She's like, "Okay, happy Halloween," and then grabs this giant nutcracker. It's Christmas.
Yeah. I'm just
shout out to Utah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas in Utah, I guess. That's how the Mormons do it. But it's a little bit early for me. I do love the holidays as a whole, but I'm like, give Thanksgiving room to breathe. Like, that's,
I know
it. Yeah.
Thanks need to be given.
thanks needs to be given. Exactly. So anyway, sorry, that was a tangent, but I just had to know
I love that.
where you fell on the
That was the first order of business. When do carols start?
Exactly.
Where are you in the world?
I am in Cabo, where you will be joining me soon.
I will.
Yes. So just got here today off the back of a fantastic wedding last night. So this morning was a little rough, but it was tough. But yeah, got here staying at the lovely Nobu Hotel, which is
so
very
chic.
luxe, very chic. And yeah, enjoying, I guess, my first couple hours here in Mexico, and excited for you to come join me in a couple days.
I know. I'm flying down on Tuesday,
Okay.
and I'll be there will you be there the whole week?
I'll be here for 8 days.
What are you doing? 8 days.
8 days.
Oh my God.
I know.
That Nobu better be super chic.
I know. It's very nice.
8 days.
I did. It was actually funny. So when I did the room service, I was looking at what to order, and I was like, oh, it's like it's a Nobu. And then, but it's like really all they have.
Sashimi?
Sashimi and crispy rice for 8 days.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm sure you can go off camp. All those hotels there, I've been down there a bunch to work this event, and they're all, you can take little shuttles to all the different places,
right.
all the different restaurants. You'll be okay. I believe.
I'll be fine. I was just like, it was just funny because, I mean, not that I'm ever gonna say no to Nobu, but I was just really excited about like some tacos or something, and then I was like, oh, no,
sushi. And you will like it.
Right. Yes, I will like it.
And what are you doing for 8 days?
I am here with Golf Digest, and they have a partnership with Worldwide Technologies, which, as you know, is a sponsor of the event. So we'll be doing little recaps every day and going to some of their fun events and their clinics and pro-ams and all that stuff. So it's a really fun program that Golf Digest has done with a couple tournaments this year. We did it with the Century, which was really fun. Another beautiful location to go for 8 days. Yeah, and then we did it for the Tour Championship and Coca-Cola, which was great. And now get to be here and do it with WWT. So excited to be here.
Just a casual thing to add to your busy schedule these days.
Yes,
entrepreneur, founder.
Yeah. All the things. I know. It's a lot. But it's all fun things that I'm excited about. So I feel good about it. I feel good about the various projects.
So last time we had you on, you alluded to a fun project. Secret project. Yes. People love to hear about secret projects on Instagram. But you finally launched that secret project.
Yes.
Can you tell us all about it and spill the beans? No more secrets.
Absolutely. Yes, I can. So we will officially launch in January, but we started, we'll have product ready in January, ready to go to fulfill orders immediately. But last week was when we sort of announced it to the world to start connecting with various golf courses and food distributors. But basically what it is, it's a golf snack. It's called Bunchies. The company as a whole is called Happy Golfer. So this is Bunchies by Happy Golfer. This is our first product, and hopefully, a series of many down the road, but this is the one that we're going all in on. And basically it is a package. It's a golf ball sleeve with 3 energy balls. We worked with an incredible nutritionist. Yeah, Amy O'Donnell. They're similar to the I'm trying to think so if you eat 2, I'd say it's a pretty similar nutritional composition to like a macro bar. And then if you eat 3, that's almost like a meal replacement. Because what I was finding, as I'm sure you, as someone who's gone to a lot of golf courses as well, this was an idea that I had like 3 years ago. Because going to these golf courses, whether it's your top of the line private club or your regular muni, there was nothing that really spoke to like health conscious golfers. Maybe if you're lucky, like a Nature Valley or some highly processed jerky, but there was nothing that you just knew like, okay, if I eat this, I'm going to feel good. And as you know, the golf, what a golfer is, or who golfers are, and what golf is for them and the purpose it serves for them has really just completely changed in the last couple of years, really ever since COVID. I mean, right now the largest growing demographic of golfers that's growing is young women, and we tend to be slightly more health conscious than our male counterparts.
I don't really want like a Twix on the golf course or a Snickers, and I feel like those are often the options.
Yeah. And then maybe if you want something with a little bit more protein, maybe you get a sandwich. But sandwiches are really, you got your glove on. You don't want to be like mustard dripping down your face. Like, oh, it's my turn to hit. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. So this is what this idea was born out of. It's, again, 3 energy balls. 2 is more of like a snack. 3 is more of like a meal placement that'll get you through to the end of the round when you can have like a proper meal. Worked with this awesome nutritionist. So she signs off on it, and she's, recommends these to her or will be recommending these to her tour players that she works with. But yeah, super excited. We're going to have 3 flavor profiles when we launch, and we're halfway to our fundraising goal, which is really exciting. And yeah, we'll be at the PGA show fulfilling orders. We just got into a huge food distributor, and I think one of my favorite parts about this, Kira, is that I said, I had this idea 3 years ago. I'd say about a year ago, I was ready to pull the plug. I was like, this is so much work, and I don't have the bandwidth to look into things like, distributors. Where am I going to find the people to make this? Where am I going to find the packaging? How am I going to get the shelf life?
That part is crazy to me.
I was like,
we had this girl on the show, Hally Leadbetter, who is a dancer at the Moulin Rouge in Paris.
Oh, wow.
And on the side, she has this company called Ready Freddy that she makes these onesies that you put on while you're getting ready. And it was born of, being a showgirl and, wanting something comfortable to get ready in. And I was like, how did you figure out, and it's like a full on business now, and they've got all these other products. I was like, how did you figure out distribution and the fabric and the factory and all this stuff? And she was like, oh, I just looked everything up on TikTok.
Yeah. That's, it is pretty amazing with social media and Chat GPT and all that stuff. You really can just figure it out. And I have a friend, Colin Landforce, who's kind of a real branding genius, but he always says you can just do stuff. You can just do things. And so I love that, because I think that was
to think about.
Yeah. You can just do it. Might take you a long time, might cost a lot of money, might be really hard, but you can just do things. And this, like I said, I honestly was going to pull the plug though, because there was a time where I was like, listen, I gotta tighten up here. What am I trying to do with my life? There's a little bit too much going on. We need to streamline the efforts. And I was actually doing a turkey trot with our
great place to think,
which I could have been doing a TikTok as well, but doing a turkey trot with our lovely friend Amanda Balionis. And I was telling her, listen, I think I'm gonna just put this to the side right now, because I just need to, focus on everything else I'm doing. And she's like, okay, before you do, you have to talk to my friend Alex. And I was like, okay, I'll talk to your friend Alex. Come to find out, this is Amanda Balionis's best friend from childhood. He runs a very successful food consulting group. So hop on the phone with him. They cost hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to hire to basically run to
develop
run a
food
product company. Yeah. And I was like, guys, and they're like, we'll partner with you on this.
Wow.
So I own half the company, they own half the company. I take care of the golf stuff, making the phone calls, the marketing. In the same way that if you and I were like, who should I call about so-and-so in the golf space? They're like, oh, who should I call about, packaging? And they're like, oh, Jerry in Philadelphia. I wouldn't know how to get a hold of Jerry in Philadelphia.
Jerry sounds lovely.
Yeah, he's a lovely man. So, so that's kind of how it almost just completely was not going to be a thing, at least for a very long time.
No Bunchies, yeah.
No Bunchies. But now, so kudos to them. Kudos to Amanda for, connecting us. And very, very, very excited to kick things off in January. I ate 5 yesterday, which was not what they're made for.
Do you get sick of your own product?
Yeah, I mean, I will say I had a 5 of different flavors. and they were delicious, but
What
I
are the
would not
flavors?
recommend. So the flavors that we're going to have, this is breaking news. I've not told anybody this. It's going to be peanut
exclusive on Quiet
exclusive. It's going to be peanut butter, chocolate, and vanilla almond. But we will have other flavors in the future. When we were testing we were between vanilla almond and vanilla chai. And in the words of Rob Gronkowski, because he tried them for me, he's like, "This is delicious, but chai can be controversial." And I was like, "You're so right. You're so right, Gronk. Chai can be controversial."
The wise words of Gronk.
Yeah, wise word. So maybe
they're like oat based.
Yes. So it's oats. There's hemp in there. There's quinoa in there. Flax, and then various other things that date, maple, various other things to stick all this together. Shelf life and things like that, and then obviously the flavor profile of each. So yeah, it's been a very, very fun journey, and I'm really excited about it.
It's really amazing how when you're about to say goodbye to something, the universe is like, "Nope, just kidding."
I know.
Gotcha.
I was like, and I was at peace with it too. I was like, you know what? Because I've been reading this book called Essentialism. I say I've been reading this book. I've been reading this book for like a year and a half. I still haven't finished the book. But I was like, I get the gist. I get it.
Yeah, you got it. Just fast forward to the part where it tells you,
focus on what's essential. Is that what you're trying to say? Okay.
Yeah.
But basically, it did say something in the first couple chapters.
It's really stuck with you.
Yeah, it really did. It said, just because like something's a good idea doesn't mean you should do it. Like you need to leave room for the great ideas. So you can put all your energy into those. And so that really did stick with me. And that's honestly when it did come to Bunchies, I was like, okay, I am at peace with letting this go. And ultimately the only reason that I did move forward with it was because I was able to focus on the things that I felt were in like my zone of genius, and then allow the food people to do what they do best. So as opposed to me just being like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So it was a funny kind of roundabout way. I'm really glad, I think that I was at peace with it, letting it go. Cause I don't even think I would have had that conversation with Amanda if I wouldn't have been at peace. And then ultimately, having that realization was what actually pushed it to the next level, which was kind of funny.
What was the reaction like on social media? Like, did you immediately hear from people that would want to buy the product or want to put it in their pro shops? What's that been like?
Yeah. No, it was great. I mean, like I said, we're halfway to our fundraising goal. We're talking to Kira. Have you heard about private equity? That is an inside joke.
We have to tell the story. Can we please tell the story?
Yeah, we can. Are you going to tell it or you want me to tell it? You can tell it.
No, you can tell it.
Okay, so there is a well-known social media.
Hold on. Pause. Before you tell it, can you finish your thought on the
yes.
The response, and then we'll tell everyone what private equity is.
Yes. So the response has been great. I mean, I feel like we're in a really good place now. We're gonna hit our goal by December, which will help us have a really successful launch in the beginning of the year. But yeah, I've been getting a ton of DMs like, how can I, where can I buy this? And I'm like, we're gonna have our Shopify. You're gonna be able to order this directly online. But our goal is to be in every green grass account across the country. And people seem really, really excited about it. So talking to a lot of big like golf course management groups. And then it's interesting because you and I, have a very good friend in Megan Lamoth, who runs or owns and is the CEO of Foray Golf. And so I feel like I have gotten a front row seat to like what it's like to get in golf courses as a clothing brand. But the food situation is a whole, I mean, you got to go to like the Cisco's and the US Food, and you got to have like a code, and then they call. So we've been working through that, but it's been great because a lot of people have reached out that have said like, hey, like once you're ready, I'll give you I'll hook you up with my F&B person at our club, and we'll make sure that we get it in there. So the response has been fantastic, and I'm super excited for everybody to try them.
I feel like you're the perfect person to do this because most people that are running F&B in it for a golf course or working a pro shop in a golf course are really familiar with you, and you have so much credibility with those individuals. So it's like a It's just a classic, like, okay, well, Hally's doing this thing. I trust Hally. Hally needs to be in our pro shop. That's such a great pipeline of product. So
thank you. I appreciate
so everybody check out Bunchies when it comes out in January.
I'm excited.
We'll do a live taste test on the pod.
Yes, I'll get you and Mel. I'll get you. You and Mel will be some of the first to receive.
I better get a PR package.
Absolutely. Oh, the PR package is going to be fire. See, that's the kind of stuff like, my co-founder is like, okay, we got to do this. I'm like, okay, but what about
the PR package? Yeah. You're like, I'm the personality hire.
Gifting.
He's like, what about actually making money on this business?
They're like, yeah, what about like insurance? I'm like, yeah, but what about golf towels with our logo?
What about giving stuff away for free?
Yeah, exactly. It's very important. It's very important.
Okay, tell us what private equity is.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, but have you ever heard about these people that go around and buy dentist offices?
Or it could be HVAC.
Or any
retirement homes.
Yeah. So basically, there's a well-known social media influencer. Her husband, basically, I tried to explain to Kira. I was like, yeah, so what he does, he goes around and buys dentist offices. And then he like groups them together and like makes them more efficient, I think. And she's like, private equity? I was like, oh, yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah.
That thing. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
We love private equity.
We love private equity. But it has been interesting in this whole Bunchies experience. Like 8 months ago, I did not know what like a safe note was. And I would not have felt comfortable speaking directly. I mean, we had a fabulous call with another mutual friend of ours, Marissa Marr, who is maybe one of the most intelligent people on the planet. And she
Marissa Marr, famously of the fish of Pine Valley that we caught, or Hally caught.
Yes.
So who could forget? Go back and listen to Hally's episode. She tells the story beautifully.
Yeah. Fish. I forgot about the fish. Man, that was a big one.
That's a big one.
Oh, wait, hold on. My room service is here. Stand by.
Perfect. Crispy rice. Loading. Hi. Hally has to eat it, though, during the show was the deal.
Sorry. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm just doing a podcast right now. So
sorry, I'm just doing a podcast. Can I just sign this really quick?
I'm going to turn you around and show you my...
Let's see what you got.
Okay. Okay, I also got a miso soup. Oh, perfect.
You can't forget the miso soup.
Yeah, this is my evening spread.
Delicious. Wow.
I know.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that you're going to have to just sit there and stare at it.
That's okay. It smells nice. Okay, wait, what were we talking about again? Marissa Marr, our fabulous friend.
Yeah, safe notes. Go.
Yes, safe notes. But just like, speaking with her and, she comes from the private equity space, obviously now a badass at Chevron. And it was just really cool to talk with her. And I'm glad that I was able to have this conversation with her now as opposed to like a few months ago where I would have been like, I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so it's been a very interesting, a very great learning experience, this whole thing. So, and shout out to like Jared Solomon, CEO of 5-Iron. He's been huge for us in this process. Cool. Like he's hopped on every call with us and he's an investor and almost like he's been he's been a dear friend for a long time, but he's like, I really believe in this and I'm here for you guys every step of the way. And so he, having raised a ton of money for 5-Iron over the years, he has been a great resource for me and for us. So it's been cool.
Yay. Proud of you.
Thank you. Okay, so tell me what else. You have the beautiful wallpaper behind you. You just went through a big move. How do you feel? I mean, the cabinets are beautiful. Everyone's raving about the cabinets. Even James Leadbetter, my brother, was like, please tell Kira I love her cabinets. I was like,
Thank you, James. I'm so they are like a forest green color for anybody that hasn't seen them, which will be crazy if you haven't. They are not Masters green, for the record.
Okay.
I've had a lot of people saying that they're Masters green and it really pisses me off.
No, they're not
Masters green. They're forest green. Actually, chrome green to be specific.
It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. And so where are you at? Is the house done? Is the house?
No, the house is, we're still waiting on furniture for the front 2 rooms in our house. It's like more of a formal living room and dining room. Apparently there's a 12 to 14 week lead time on most pieces of furniture these days. So that's fine. But our main living room and kitchen and all that stuff is done. So we have somewhere to sit and all of that. So
great.
That's all good.
Great.
I got a really cool piece of art today. Have you ever seen the Werner Bronkhorst pieces?
Yeah,
where it's like
$500,000 pieces of art.
Okay, I didn't
really
buy one of those. I didn't want to buy. Don't worry.
I was like, I'm going to shut my laptop on you.
No, it's a print. Yeah, I just got this casual $1 million thing.
Have you heard of that guy? Is insane. I went to an event that he did with Melbourne in the city during the Ryder Cup, and someone jokingly was like, "Oh, like how much are these? Like, I definitely want one." And then when he was told the price, he was like, "Oh, never mind." But they're amazing. Like, wow!
Exactly.
So you got a print of one?
I got a print, so I couldn't go to that event. And I was devastated because I love this guy. And I texted Erica Malvin and I was like, please, 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 please help me get a print. And she was like, okay, like I'll connect you with the team and we'll get it done, blah, blah, blah. And like Erica has like things to do. And she's like running an empire. And so I'm like texting her periodically every 4 or 5 days, like, hey,
circling back, reprint.
Circling back. And it came in a few days ago and I opened it finally today. I did an unboxing video. I was so excited.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check it out. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, go to my Instagram. But it's just like, it looks really cool. It looks like the real thing. The one that I got is called Swing and it features the teeniest, tiniest little female golfer by herself in that, like the vastness of a fairway. And obviously I wanted to get the female golfer because that's special to me. And I can't wait to find a place for it. I was thinking, I don't think it really fits in the podcast background. This is all well balanced and I want it to be in a more prominent place in the house.
Yeah.
So that's my best new
I love that.
Acquisition for the house.
I love that. I do love like a gallery wall. So we just moved and part of
That's
moving.
Right. How's your moving life?
It's great. Part of our move, I said I didn't want to move, but we moved, and Billy said there's this one like weird ass room in this house. So 5 YouTubers lived in this house before us.
You bought a content house?
Yeah,
it's so on brand.
It's one of those houses that like is built into the side of a mountain, like or a hill. And so the cement underneath, sometimes people build them out and make it livable space, and sometimes they don't. And they did for this house. So there's no windows.
The YouTubers did.
Yes, the YouTubers did. So there's no windows or anything down there, but there's just 3 air-conditioned giant rooms. And so we're putting a simulator in one, and then we're gonna turf another one and make it a putting studio.
Oh my God, you guys are such nerds.
I know. Billy's nerd.
Yeah. Sorry. You live with a golf nerd.
Yes. But then and I'm excited about that. But what I was really excited about was this other very oddly shaped room that one of the YouTubers was using as a bedroom. And I turned it into my like dream closet, essentially, which cool. I'm very excited for. And I'm doing like a gallery wall in there because I'm also have like my vanity and like getting ready area in there. And I got some lovely prints from Olivia Herrick. We love Olivia and her fabulous prints. And then what else did I do? And then I also got this. I don't know this. I found this random print. It's golf clubs, and then there's these girls like dancing on the golf clubs, and it's called Club Rats.
Perfect.
Yes,
it us
exactly.
We are Club Rats.
Yes.
How was your Halloween? I know you went to a wedding, but did you dress up as anything?
Yes.
What did you think of the golf world's Halloween?
What did I do for Halloween? Billy and I. We were super late on our costumes. I made Billy drive 40 minutes to a creepy Halloween with a K, creepy, because Spirit didn't have anything. Target. Billy was like, I'm going to go to Target. I was like, are you insane? There's not going to be anything at Target.
No,
of course there wasn't. Went to creepy Halloween. Creepy came through. We got some big afro like wigs, sort of disco wigs. And then people were like, what are you guys? I'm like, we're disco. We're just disco.
We're just a genre.
We're just disco. So we just kind of walked around like this the whole night. And that was great. But in terms of costumes, what did you do? Did you dress up or did you trick or hand out candy?
Yeah. So we have 4 nephews that live in a very happening Halloween neighborhood.
Fun.
So we went and gave out candy with them. I wore an orange sweater and a light up orange necklace and was a pumpkin.
I love that. That's perfect.
Wild. And Andrew wore a cowboy hat and he was a cowboy.
Perfect. That's great. That's awesome.
I feel like for hanging out with kids, that's good enough. If we had actually gone to a Halloween party or something like that, then maybe I would have tried a little bit harder. But I was okay with my choices in life.
In terms of the golf world costumes, let's see. What did I see? Brooks Koepka. The Koepkas did some fun, like
the Koepkas was
astronaut
cute.
Type of situation. I thought that was cute. The Donalds did a really nice job. I really liked that with their like red Ferrari in the background.
Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, that was great.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I didn't see a ton of LPGA costumes, but that could have been. I wasn't.
Charlie posted her cheetah.
Yeah, Charlie was
some sort of cat.
Very fitting. Very fitting. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I was talking to James, my brother, about this the other day before Halloween. I was like, what would some like ultra niche Halloween like golf costumes? And I was like, you could be like Ben Griffin, like just wear like
the glasses, the aviators.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, did you see any other costumes that you really liked?
From Golfland, I love the Phenows dressed up as Snow White in the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, that's really fun.
Because they have all of the children and characters to do that.
Make that happen.
They have enough people to make it happen. I love really them.
Cute. I saw a lot of people dressing. Nelly Corda reposted a lot of little girls dressing up as her, and I thought that was so cute.
Oh, that's precious. Really that's really cute. Yeah, I love speaking of the Koepkas, Jenna Sims reposted a couple of people dressing up as Brooks and Jenna. And there's this picture from the Masters. There's this picture of Jenna turning around showing the Koepka on the back of the white Masters caddy suit. And he's, grabbing her booty. And that's the photo.
Okay.
Like that's the photo. And then that's the photo that all these people were recreating, which I thought was actually
okay. Good. That's pretty funny. I saw kudos to the Garcias. Sergio was sort of making fun of himself, which was funny.
I was confused. I didn't watch the whole thing. I was confused.
So I think
are they dressed up as themselves?
I think they were dressed up as themselves, but they were. So he was like, "Did you wear that last year?" And she's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Did you wear that at the Masters?" And they're like, "Yeah." But then I think the joke was that everybody was kind of making fun of his outfit at the Masters and saying that he looked like he was like Ronald McDonald. So that's
it was ketchup and mustard.
He like put on the McDonald hat, which I thought was funny. So I was like, that's good. I love a little self-deprecation. That's great.
Okay. Yes. Appreciate that. Because I saw it at first and I was scrolling and I was like, are they just Sergio and Angela? Cool.
You've made it when you can just be yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to dress up as me.
Sergio Garcia as Sergio Garcia.
Should we talk about some of the golf haps in the world?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Are you going to be our analyst this week?
Oh, God. Sure.
I'm just kidding.
I'm like, hold on. What's been happening?
No.
The LPGA, Kuala Lumpur. Lumpur.
Is it Lumpur or Lumpur?
Lumpur? I think it might be Lumpur. I think you're correct.
Lumpur. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean,
the Maybank Championship.
Yeah. I mean, like Yamashita winning, like all these young gals are so young, like 24. I'm just like, what were you doing when you were 24? I'm like, it's just so impressive.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing how young and how talented these girls are. I mean, Lydia had a great week. Gemma Dryborough right in there. Love to see
Your girl.
13 under. Love Gemma. Gemma's about to be a mom. I'm super excited for her.
Is she?
Yeah. Her partner
Oh my
is
gosh.
pregnant. Yeah, very
Oh,
excited
that's
for them.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's great.
So, but yeah, the LPGA is in their Asian swing at the moment.
Yeah, they've got 1 week left. I think they do one more thing in Japan, and then they come back to this is the longest name in golf. The Annika driven by Gainbridge at Pelican is the
That
name
is absurd.
of the last event before the CME Short Championship. And what's exciting about that is Caitlin Clark is going to be playing in the Pro-Am.
That is very exciting. She's back.
She is back, and I know she was injured during her WNBA season, so I'm glad that she's still able to play some golf. But last year, I was working this Mexico event, and I kind of found out while I was in Mexico that Caitlin is playing in this event, and they needed me to go from Mexico. Stop! Don't even wrap it up. They wanted me to go. This. Yeah, I know you do. They wanted me to go and do a walk and talk with Caitlin Clark, which was super exciting because she'd never done something like that before at a golf event. And I was going to get to do it. I flew to, where is it? Tampa? No, Tampa, I think. Yeah, you know Florida geography better than I do. Yes. I flew to Tampa from Mexico, did, 30 minutes with Caitlin Clark. She was great. It was, I've never seen that much insanity at an LPGA event. I've seen it a little bit at a PGA Tour event around certain pro-ams and things like that. But there were people on the first tee at 7:00 in the morning when she was teeing off. People were crying. People were wearing her jersey with they've made signs. I mean, this was a full on Caitlin Clark crowd. This was not a golf crowd. They were not there for Annika or Nelly or anybody. They were there for Caitlin. And I hope that in that we retained some of those fans to now become golf fans. Yeah. But it's pretty crazy to see when somebody is in their prime and they're in their current moving the needle niche time, actually in person happening.
What were what was your biggest takeaway from your interview with her?
She was so normal. She was just like, what's the number? Blah, blah, blah. Not like she just was like girly wanting to hang. She was very relatable about the fact that golf is really, really hard and wanting to get better at it. And, you always think about like, what do athletes do in their time off when they're not actually on the course? And she spends a lot of time on the golf course as a way to decompress from basketball. And she's going to like your local public course or a Muni or, wherever she can get on. And she's just like any other golfer in America that's trying to just enjoy a little bit of golf in between work.
That would be nuts to be at like a Muni and be like, is that Caitlin Clark behind
us? Hey! Like, you're like hitting into Caitlin Clark. Sorry!
Oh, my bad.
Sorry. Yeah.
That would be crazy. Wow. That is really cool to hear, though. I love that she is enjoying the game. And it's been really fun to see, just different people come out of the woodwork this year that do love golf, that, we've always seen the retired athletes really love golf, but it's been awesome to see, LeBron James say that he loved it, and Kevin Hart, and, what's her name? Renee Rapp. Like, come on, this is so cool.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yes.
Miranda Lambert. Did you know Miranda Lambert played golf?
I did not know Miranda Lambert played golf, but I love Miranda Lambert. And I also, as you know, love Catherine Zeta-Jones.
She had it coming.
But I will say, I mean, the Ryder Cup, so Kira and I really love Chicago. That's another throwback to Pine Valley. And Catherine Zeta-Jones, I mean, kudos to her. Just an incredible actress. I've thought this whole time that she was American. And I don't know, maybe everything whether it's Sunday, what is it? Sunday, what is that? The new show with Jenna Ortega. It's a season 2 just came out. The spooky show where she plays Morticia. The Addams Family.
Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday. I mean, it's a very roundabout way.
Thursday.
There's Sunday. Why did I say Sunday?
My light died. It's fine. I just
look great.
So much worse. It's okay.
You look great.
Don't look at me. But yes, she's on Wednesday.
Yeah, but it was like I was looking at the leaderboard for the Ryder Cup celebrity thing, and I was like, oh my God, Catherine Zeta-Jones. What's Catherine Zeta-Jones doing playing for Europe? She's American. She is not, you guys. She is Welsh. She is Welsh.
Who knew?
Not me. I had no idea.
You should have known.
I know. I should have known. As a self-proclaimed huge Catherine Zeta-Jones fan, I just always just saw her as, not as in her roles with an American accent. But yeah, all that to say, how cool to see these people playing golf that are just, such, I guess, very influential in various cultures, like or things that we deem cool in our culture, whether it be sports or acting, etc. It's just been really neat to see that. And it's I saw something today on social media. It's like, is golf finally cool? And sometimes I think we are, but then occasionally I'll meet someone who is so far out of the golf space, and they'll just be like, "Oh yeah, I was at a Halloween party this weekend." And I was talking to someone about golf, and this woman comes up and goes, "What are you guys talking about?" And someone goes, "Oh, golf." And she just goes, "Nope," and walk the other way. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, we still got a ways to go.
We still got a ways to go to capture her in our market.
Yeah, I was like, don't worry, we're coming.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. I mean, I love when like Niall Horan is constantly posting about golf, and he has a very passionate female fan base. Or like Alex Cooper has been talking a lot about golf, either on her podcast or on social media. She's having these girl golf days. She's going out with her husband. And obviously she has a very passionate female fan base. So I feel like it's really breaking through to it's like a new world order. It's not this weird thing, and the clothes are starting to match what the people are looking for and all that.
I will say something that this became incredibly apparent to me when I had my unsuccessful mid-am qualifying journey a couple months ago. And listen, I've literally practiced one time, so I don't know what I said.
I'm over it, I swear.
I swear I'm over it. But what I found, it was really interesting because, so I went out, I think I shot 79. I had 38 putts, but I didn't practice before, so I don't know what I was expecting. But all that to say, 74 got in. And when I looked back at all the other scores at the various other qualifying sites, up to that point at least, 74 was the highest score. And that has not been the case, if you look back 5, 6, 7 years ago. And I really think that's because the perception of golf is changing, and now these young women that maybe played golf in college, when they graduated, it was either you're going to turn pro or you're just not going to touch a club for a while because none of your friends think golf is cool. And what, are you going to go to the range by yourself? But now, because golf is kind of cool, you can go with your friends, you can teach your friends, I think you can have
community around it.
Yeah. And so I just, as not upset as I was about not qualifying for the mid-am, it made me really happy to see these girls, clearly, or young women, out practicing and keeping up with their game. I mean, listen, now I'm shit. I have to practice if I want to qualify for this thing now. Okay, fine. Yeah. It's a small price to pay.
Next year.
But I mean, it was really, really neat to, see the caliber of player now that it takes to play in the mid-am. It's all right, these girls women are spending a lot of time on their games, and that's really, really cool to see, because I just don't think that was the case just even a couple of years ago.
Shout out Ina Kim, who won the mid-am. Friend
Ina
of the pod.
Kim. Yes.
And Ina is a machine. She is now a 2-time winner of the mid-am, and has the best style in golf too. So she made it look very chic.
So chic. I mean, people were posting articles about her fits, as they should. I mean, people should study her outfits for years and years and years to come.
Years to come. Just follow Ina Kim.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. And then you got Ina, and you've got Aaliyah Clark, you've got Amelia Miliacho, you've got Olivia Herrick as well. She's the creative director for Dream Golf. Olivia Herrick design, if you follow her on Instagram, the most beautiful prints. I mean,
great. Maybe I'll get a print from her.
Yes, I
Okay.
really, I mean, amazing stuff. And so she is now on the Dream Golf team. Everything Dream Golf does is just beautiful, and I think she has a very large part in that. So shout out to Olivia as well. And so yeah, she played in the Mid-Am, and it's just really cool to see all these like badass women playing in that thing. It was awesome.
Should pros get to play in the Mid-Am?
Oh God, should pros get to play in there? I mean,
Former pros.
That's such a tough one. It's such a tough one because I mean, if I say no, then technically I shouldn't play, even though I turned pro for like 5 months, and then I was like, just kidding, never mind.
There's like a weird line where it, I think, becomes like a maybe not.
Yeah. Are we talking about who I think we're talking about? Colt knows. Sorry.
Poor Colt. He's catching strays on the show.
Poor Colt. No, honestly, I listen as someone that loves competitive golf, it feels like it's like, what else is he going to do? Like he's not going to compete with the pros.
No.
But, and I honestly think some of these guys are so good, like the Stuart Hagestads of the world. Like, I'd be interested to see how Colt does.
You know what? They should do a YouTube Stu Hagestad, who, if you don't know who that is, he's played on 5 Walker Cup teams. He has won the Mid-Am 2 or 3 times. Yeah. He's played in the Masters a bunch. So he's like a career amateur golfer. He played at USC, I believe, but then never turned pro and then just really went hard into this amateur life. It would be interesting to see a Colt Nose to be a Stu Hagestad match. So that maybe it can be proven one way or another.
Yes, I think that's a great idea. We should.
I should text Colt and tell
who's going to stream
that.
it.
Free idea for you. Sponsored by Bunchies.
Yes, there we go. We would gladly do that. My business partner's like, we haven't made any money. Stop.
But the towels, the golf towels.
The towels. Look at that. We'll give Colt a towel and Stu a towel. The ROI will be out of this world.
Out of this world. No. Okay, can we talk a little bit of tour golf?
Yes, let's talk tour golf.
Okay. All right. So this week was off. There was some professional golf being played in Asia, I think, by some of the live guys, but that I can only cover so much golf in my life. So this week, the guys are in Mexico, in Cabo, where Hally currently is. I soon will be. I'll be covering it for Golf Channel this week and doing interviews. I think JJ Spawn's in the field this week. Ben Griffin's in the field this week. I did want to, and so it'll be lovely, but I did want to talk to you about Max Homa, who we both know really well, who I think is really important to the game from a growth perspective, just because he transcends your usual fan. He had his last event of his season, he said, last week in Utah. He's taking the rest of the year off. And he had a really tough year. Ended up playing fairly well in Utah despite a bone spur, which is unfortunate. He said he wouldn't complain about the pain because his wife, Lacey Homa, has been through some insane stuff around childbirth. So he's like, it's fine. I'm fine. We're not complaining about this pain.
Yeah.
But I guess you're obviously so smart around what you do with Better Content Co. and content in general when it comes to golf and the production side of things. Like, how important do you think a personality is like Max, and why don't more guys fit into that? Or is he just like a unique character because it's authentic to him?
That's such a great question. I think it is authentic to him. A lot of these guys, it's going to sound mean, but like some of them aren't that interesting. Like they're just, they're just like there's not as much going on in terms of
person. Maybe they are interesting, but they're not willing to put themselves out there.
That's very true. That's fair. Everyone's interesting, right? Like for the most part.
I mean, okay. Some of them are truly uninteresting, but that's
some of them are just kind of like
most people in life.
Yeah, exactly. But to your point, there are some very interesting guys that just say, you know what? It's not, I'm good, financially, with my brand partnerships, with the amount of money that I'm making, with my family and my friends. Like, I don't feel a need to share anything more. And that's their prerogative. It's kind of similar to Mr. DeChambeau, right? Like, I've had people ask me, why don't more tour players do what Bryson does and have these big YouTube channels? I'm like, well, because they don't want to. Like, the amount of work that takes, and he has a whole team. One, the PGA Tour wouldn't allow you to bring out a giant content team. However, they do provide, content creators, videographers, editors to come out and create content for your channels. But it's a little bit different when you have a whole squad that you're employing and then running that's a whole separate business. And kudos to Bryson for, I feel like I'm saying kudos a lot this last
Giving
hour,
away lots of kudos,
lots
which is
of
very
kudos.
supportive of you.
You get kudos. You get kudos. Credit. Let me mix it up. Credit to Bryson for feeling, for whatever reason, that he owes the game, everybody, this content, and because he says he wants to do it to grow the game. But it is a lot of effort, and I don't think the average guy on the PGA Tour is kind of like, I'm good, I want to be a golfer, and that's all I want to do. And that's not the case for Bryson. When it comes to Max, I mean, he's definitely pulled back the last year in terms of sharing on social media because he's said that's just not what he wants to do right now. And also that the amount of vitriol and the negativity on social media is really difficult to block out when you put yourself out there. However, he is still very candid when you get the opportunity to
his interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah. In his interview, he's not just like, oh, my foot hurts. He's like, well, my foot hurts, but I don't want to complain because my wife would think that's silly. Like, he says it in a way that's like, makes it personal and funny and gives you a little bit of insight into his life.
Yeah. And I think for whatever reason, most tour players, maybe they would give you that answer if there wasn't a camera in their face, maybe they wouldn't. But that's what makes Max so unique, is that he gives you that answer, whether it's off camera or on camera. And I think that is what I don't know if that's a conscious decision or if that just comes really natural to him. But we are very lucky to have that. I kind of liken it similarly, at least maybe not in the last couple of years, but similar to how Rory used to be, and he got burned by that a little bit. And so he doesn't really give us that much anymore. But in person, the most wonderful, kind, he's always wonderful and kind, but like very personable. And he used to be maybe a bit more that way, on camera publicly. And now he's kind of like, he's like, no, I'm good. And so I think players, maybe they see that and they're like, yeah, not worth it. I'm not going to do it. But Max still does. And I think that's really, really cool of him. And I hope that he always does it because he is so good for our game. I mean, the amount of people that say their favorite player is Max Homa. I think even whether he's Max playing well or not. Yeah, exactly. Because it's all, at the end of the day, you want to see someone out there that's relatable, and that's who that's who you want to pull for. So whether it's a conscious decision or not to share as much as he does, I really hope that he continues to do it. And I think for him, I would imagine it's been a granted, sharing on social media, I'm sure has been negative at times with the amount of backlash and just mean people on the internet. But overall, I mean, he is so beloved by 99.999% of golf fans, and definitely you see the brand partnerships he gets. I mean, he's got Lulu and exactly. So I just don't think he would. I don't think he would have all this fandom if he wasn't his true self when he was playing golf and when he was interacting with people. So, I think we're so lucky to have Max, and I wish we had more of him or more people like him.
My pitch to, there's so many golfers beyond like the top 10, right, that are trying to find a way to monetize golf, that are trying to make it their whole, I mean, they're trying to make it their whole lives. That is their whole lives, but they don't do a great job of capturing the moment that they have, because you have like this much time to be relevant in golf. So if you just share like a little tiny bit or show that you can be a consistent, if let's say a Bank of America wants to hire you to give a panel if they're hiring you, like they want to make sure that you're talking to the clients and giving nice answers and being personable and actually taking time with the people that have paid money to come and see you. Like that's a great thing to get to do.
For sure.
But maybe you also don't care. Maybe that's not something that's in your goal set.
I mean, I think about a huge opportunity for the LPGA tour and them.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's not fair, right? Because ultimately, in a perfect world, you could just have the LPGA players being like, you know what, I just want to play golf and I just want to be a golfer and I want to make a whole shit ton of money and fly around in a private jet and all that stuff. Okay, great. But if some of these LPGA players were to put a bunch of effort into content, I mean, it's just the sky's the limit. And granted, I know that's not fair, and and just focusing on golf should be enough. And it is enough for some of the LPGA players, but some of those mid-tier LPGA players that I know for a fact have incredible personalities. If they were just to say, okay, I'm going to come up with a content calendar and I'm going to, have my caddy take some videos. Yeah, pillars. We talked about the pillars with Mel. Like there's such a huge opportunity, and I'm really excited to see how the new LPGA commissioner handles content for the players, because I just think there's like so much untapped potential. And I think too, there's probably a lot of gals that are really open to it, but just don't know where to start. So I'm hoping that.
I mean, if you even just look at, I agree, and like just how many golf influencers there are that are giving swing instruction, and they have 100,000 followers, 200,000 followers. Like these girls they give the ultimate swing tips and instruction. They're literally living it. They're playing on the LPGA. Like you should be taking advice from them.
For sure.
Not to say that any of those other influencers aren't credible and should be giving advice, but if anybody should have that number of followers, it's these girls. So
for sure,
I love all that, and I hope Max's foot feels better and that he plays great next season, because he's great for golf. And I know that everybody's going to have a good time at the Mexico event this week. I'm sure we'll have some JJ Spawn and Ben Griffin Ryder Cup debrief type conversations and interviews and things of that nature. So Hally, before I let you go, Mel and I always love to do a shush of the week.
Yes. Got
shush could be anything, serious, not serious.
My shush
not
of the
golf.
week.
Go for it.
My shush of the week is my iPhone battery. What is happening? It is
every time a new phone comes out, your old phone starts to
terrible.
Done.
And I'm like, listen, I'm an Apple girly. Like, who isn't? Most people are, right? But
you don't want to be the person in green on the group chat.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. My agent is an Android, and I'm like, this is the biggest red flag of all time. I think I'm gonna have to switch. It's like I can't do this.
You're on notice.
Sorry, Tom. But my iPhone battery has just been tanking lately, and then I was like the other day, my phone just like died, and I was getting my nails done, and I was counting on using Apple Pay. And so then I had to like ask the nail lady if I could charge my phone so I could pay for my nail. And I was just like, sorry, I don't know. It died. It's not supposed to die, but it did. And so, my shush of the week is like, Apple, can you just like get a grip? Like this is getting a little bit ridiculous. Like, come on, this is not even that old. This is like this is the last version. Like it's not
this is the 16. Mine's the 16 too. And it's completely falling apart. Rude.
Yes, exactly.
I don't want to get the 17. I don't need the 17. I got this one like a year ago.
I don't exactly. So that is my shush of the week, is to Apple and their slimy, sketchy battery life, whatever they're doing over there.
I agree. That's a great shush.
What is yours?
My shush of the week. So I posted a little bit of rage bait on Threads this week.
Ooh, fun.
I said something along the lines of the scariest thing in golf is playing golf with men who insist on calling the forward tees the ladies' tees. And I posted it and I didn't think much of it. I put my phone down, and a few hours later I opened my Threads and I had 300 comments on it. Legitimately 300 comments.
From men?
From men just rage tweeting back at me of like, we make something out of nothing now. Like my club calls it, like it's what it says on the scorecard. So I'm going to call it what the scorecard says it. Like, why do we have to make things an issue that aren't an issue? And I'm literally just dying laughing. So like, thank you all for identifying yourselves as the scariest thing in golf.
Yeah,
so my shush is to all of those weird men taking time out of their day to comment.
They get so angry. They get so angry. And what I find so funny is either the same men that call, like, I guess you'd say, like, more progressive folks, they call them snowflakes. I'm like, you guys are the ones that are getting so upset about everything.
About the forward tees. Like, I'm sorry, if Nelly Corda comes to your club, do you want her to play the forward tees because they're the ladies' tees in your estimation? Like, sir.
Yeah,
no.
I'm so out on gender, like gendering tees, or even like aging tees, because I'm like, the senior tees, like, maybe he's 75 and he is jacked and is in the best shape of his life. Like, let him go back. I'm on the same page. I've like, call him colors, call him numbers, call him whatever you want, but let's not do age or gender. Like, come on.
Yeah,
we're past that.
I will say I'm really proud of my home club, Lake Merced. You either play from the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, or the 4s. And I usually play a combo of the 3s and 4s, depending on how I'm feeling or how they've set the tees up that day. So love that. Lake Merced, good San Francisco club. They're on it.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. What do we have? I think we have colors. I don't know. Our club just closed for a year for renovation. So, I'll try to get in there.
That's a shush.
Yeah, that is a shush. Well, that's why we moved, Kira. That's why we moved, because this house can fit a simulator. And Billy was like, we have to move.
Are you serious?
I swear.
Billy is psycho. I love him.
He's really nuts.
I love him.
But yeah.
Amazing. Okay, I'm going to let you go eat your room service. I feel like we could talk for a million years. There's so much we didn't get to that I wanted to pick your brain on. But next time,
that was great.
Will you do this again one of these days?
Yes, absolutely. Well, we'll catch up over a spicy marg when you get down here.
Oh yeah. Okay. I get to see you soon.
Yeah.
So perfect. I won't have too much Hally withdrawal. But Hal, thank you so much. I know.
My pleasure.
Thank you from Mel. We so appreciate you stepping in. It really means a lot to us. And I know all our listeners love getting to hear from you too. So
thank you, Kira. Sending you lots of love, Mel. And yeah, I'll see you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.